In summer, the temperature rises and the foundation can get scorching hot. Styrofoam insulation keeps that heat from getting inside, making the crawl space more comfortable. These days, subfloors use 24mm thick plywood panels, which really help reduce squeaking. But even with subflooring, if the 900mm square beams underneath aren't properly secured, the floor can still squeak. Leaving a 1mm gap on all four sides when laying the plywood helps prevent squeaking. When building a pine staircase, I always carefully choose each thread. This is my favorite part. I wish I could just decide quickly, but I always end up rearranging the boards, about 3 times actually. Back in the day, I'd sit down, smoke a cigarette, and think it over. But I can't do that anymore. Smoking's not allowed on site, and I quit anyway. Still, choosing solid wood like this is one of the real joys of carpentry, especially with pine. Every board has its own grain and feel. That uniqueness is exactly why I love working with it. Next, I build a pony wall above the staircase to prevent falls. It's going to have a traditional style. Since the exposed pillars are part of the design, the wall panels won't fully cover them. The trim around it gives it that classic Showa era look from before 1989. Back then, this kind of trimmed finish was standard. Next is another pony wall on the overlook. This one is also for safety and it supports a counter. This countertop is pretty long, 2,700mm. It can be used as a study desk or a coffee table. Totally up to the family. It's a shared space for everyone. Open ceilings are very popular now. They give the house a light, airy feeling. To an old-school carpenter like me, it can feel like wasted space because you could fit a whole room up there. But open spaces like this really help bring families closer together. Next up are the window jamb extensions. As always, I use quarter-sawn solid wood. Quarter-sawn boards are great because they're much less likely to expand, shrink, or warp. It's a small detail. The growth rings are evenly spaced front to back, but it makes a big difference. All the interior joinery in this house is made of solid wood. The finish is going to be bold and colorful, which should be fun. That's another benefit of solid wood. You can get creative with the finishes. Most of the ceilings in this house are wallpapered, except the kitchen. There, I use cedar boards with no knots. The beams and drop bulkhead are exposed with wallpapered ceiling panels in between. I think it's going to look great. Now, I move on to the kitchen area. It faces the dining space, but it's not a typical open kitchen. It's surrounded by a pony wall with a breakfast bar at the front. Functionally, it's the same as an open kitchen. In front of it, there will be a low breakfast bar made from the same wood as the counter on the second floor overlook. It's perfect for small families as it's easy to eat here and chat while cooking. Spaces like this matter. Homes used to be all about having as many separate rooms as possible, but this house has an open concept first floor, which fits modern family life better. Next is the entrance. It's compact, but it's got tons of storage. With 7 shelves, it can hold 50 to 60 pairs of shoes. That's a lot. I install a display shelf and a handrail on the wall. I would have liked to use a round handrail, but they're tough to make, so I go with an octagonal one instead. Round ones feel nice, but they need to be thin to grip well. With a slightly angular handrail, your hand naturally finds a grip even if it's thicker. Plus, the defined edges look better visually. Now I'm working on the partition wall, which will have arched entryways. Even though it's just an arch, it gives me a hard time. I cut 2 pieces for the arch, cover both sides with M-cloth panels, and reinforce the bottoms with flexible plywood. Even with a tight curve, flexible plywood bends surprisingly well. Finally, I move on to the exterior to build an American-style wood deck, the final project. The timber has been molded by a lumber mill. The structure is made of 105mm by 105mm Hinoki cypress. Since it's American style, there's a railing in the front. At first, I wasn't sure what it'd look like. I was told the deck would lead to the front door, and one side would be like a nureien, a traditional Japanese veranda. I'd never built a deck leading to the front door before, but I figured I'd give it a shot. The neighbor across the street was going to build something similar, so I was thinking of using theirs as a reference. In the end, we started ours first. Now, I've got to make sure ours looks even better. The wide deck isn't a problem, but the stairs also use the same timber, so I have to think through a few things. Since there's no roof above, maintenance will be key. I make some adjustments, like drilling drainage holes between the deck boards. Regular screws aren't ideal because water can pool in the heads and seep into the wood. So instead, I use large, round panhead screws as they help keep water out and extend the deck's life. From the front, the White House with its white railing really gives off that American vibe. But when you walk around to the side, you can see it's actually a normal Japanese-style noreien. Oh well, no need to overthink it. I'm proud I pulled off the American-style deck. It turned out great in its own way. So what do you think? Does it feel American style to you? At first, I wasn't sure if I could make it work, but it came together nicely. The homeowner's happy, and that makes me happy too. The whole house has a charming, thoughtful design. Especially the entrance, it feels like a tunnel with those two arches. Very stylish. Each room also has its own unique door color. It takes guts to commit to design choices like that. Usually, builders or companies push back, so it's hard to make your vision a reality. But this house got it right. It turned out beautifully. That wraps up season 5 of the new Western style home. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.